All right, we're going to do a real quick video here. So let me explain covered calls real quick. Um, so how to best explain this? So you have one side of a trade where somebody owns the shares of Chevron. We're going to use Chevron as an example. Then you have another side of the trade where somebody wants to use options to actually buy your shares at a certain price within a certain time frame. That makes options a little bit more risky because there is a time frame attached to it, an expiration. See, if you own the shares of Chevron, you can own them when they're up and down and up and down. You can hold them forever because you own the physical shares. But when you trade in options, there's always an expiration. Okay? So, real quick, say I own Chevron. I own the shares. I have 1,000 shares of Chevron. Okay? And just to keep the numbers round, we'll say it's 90. Okay? All right, so I own the shares of Chevron. See, there's somebody out there that wants to buy my shares of Chevron, but they only want to risk just a little bit. But they want to be able to buy my shares at a price. Why they want a specific price, that's totally on them. But they're willing to pay, and that's called a premium. So for me, I own the 1,000 shares of Chevron. Okay? I can give somebody the right to buy my shares at a price, and I set the expiration. I set the price and I set the expiration, and somebody out there will buy that. Because with stocks comes an option chain for every possible price of Chevron, whether it goes up or down. Now, to keep this conversation short, we'll just focus on near the money strikes, okay? A little bit out of the money, near the money, just to keep it simple, okay? So right here I have actually a Conoco options chain. I want to try to get the Chevron here, but let's go to Chevron if I can bring up Chevron. So there it is. So getting back here, we have I own the shares, $90, okay? I am going to sell somebody the right, but not the obligation to buy my shares. Now, I get to pick the price, and I get to pick the time frame. Now, obviously, closer to the money is going to cost more because it's almost in the money. So, for example, right now, somebody could buy this Chevron in the money right there. Right? It's at the money, and they're going to pay me that per share to have that right. Now you say, why wouldn't somebody just buy the shares? Okay. Well, number one, they have to take the risk of ponying up $90,000, right? Holding the shares. Well, most people that play options, they actually want to play, because it's options, they want to play the movement in the option price. Because what can happen with a stock price is, let's say Chevron moves from 90 to 95. This option price of $1.38, if the stock moves $5, it could actually move 100%. It could actually go from $1.38 to, let's say, $3 and higher. Because what happens is you start to get intrinsic value in the option plus the premium, the time value. So people are able to take little amounts of money, make a bet, and what happens is that option will grow and decline much quicker and in bigger percentages. Okay? So again, real quick, just to summarize, I own the shares. I'm going to give somebody the right to buy my shares, but not the obligation, at a strike or a price and a time frame. So say in this case, $90. I say, okay, I'll give them a month. Let's pull up the month chart here. Okay. So I give somebody the right to buy my shares of Chevron at 95 I get $1.59 premium. Okay, so that would be $1,500. Okay, in my wallet right now. Okay, even though the stock is at 90, okay, it's a waiting game. 1 month waiting game. Here's the expiration. Okay, it's now at 90. Goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. If Chevron never gets above 95, actually 96, because you got to factor in their premium, they won't exercise. They won't buy your shares. They can get them cheaper on the market. So that means you keep your shares, you keep your premium, and the option expires, and you can write another one. Okay? If it does go higher than 96.59, they'll take your shares from you. You'll get $95 a share. You'll keep your premium of $159. You have profited $96.59, all going into your account. Now you have that money to go out and buy another covered call, or write another covered call. Buy a stock, write a covered call. So it's a way to make money monthly, because most options do not get exercised. They do not take your shares away. Really what they do is they look to play the option price, because it moves in a much more volatile way. Hope I helped you. God, look at that. Anyway, good luck. You'll be hearing more about this. See ya.